Shalom, Barak Da Yahweh, Barak Da Yahweh Shai, Barak Da Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations and blessings to the Akim pushing this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is your brother Shaquaya, GMS Suburban Knowledge. From GMS Chicago camp. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether Yahweh shall lead thee. So this is a curse that Moses was warning the children of Israel at this time, when he was with us during those 40 years. He was warning us that we would become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among these heathen nations, among all nations, whether we were driven to. We are the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans are an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all these nations, all these 17 nations, heathen nations, because we're the most looked down upon, we're the most put in captivity, we're most called out of our names, because basically we lost the knowledge of who we are, and for many years we've been nicknamed different scornful nicknames, and instead of Yasharallah, instead of our Hebrew tribal names, instead of Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, and Reuben, Asher, Naphtali, Issachar, we got we're called Negroes, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Native American, like all these different names that have meanings to them, but they don't they're not the names that we were given ages ago. And basically the Most High, Yahweh took those names off us because we went against His law, statutes, and commandments. Like we didn't have the knowledge of those names until now, but they were basically like beat out of us through slavery, and basically beat out of us by the so-called white man, because in other captivities we knew basically who we were, and in this captivity we didn't know who we were. Like, we lost all knowledge of who we were, like because like when we were brought over here on slave ships, or brought over here on ships, or as soon as the white man came over to the Americas and came over to the west coast of Africa, he beat out the name of Israel in us, and gave us names that were from like their lands. Gave us names of because I believe the Native American means savages. I believe just gave us names that had meanings because of the way we looked or something. So anyway, to get to my point, I think I made my point, is we lost knowledge and we're given these nicknames, and the so-called Edomites got to pay for all the things they've done to us, basically, because they've done more damage to our people than any other heathen. Like our people got Stockholm syndrome. Like if you tell a random nigga in the hood that he's an Israelite, he'll believe it, but he's not going like um sometimes he's not even going to pursue and try to get more knowledge on what you just told him. Like he's just gonna hear you and then go on and do his wickedness again. So and so-called white men, so-called Edom, the so-called white men who are the Edomites, gotta pay for that shit, because our people are still in Stockholm syndrome. They still like that Christian church doctrine. They still like eating pork. They still like doing shit wickedly. Like they still like the so-called white man's holidays, where most of them holidays we were in slavery. We were still in slavery. Like we were still on the plantation doing what the white man telling us to do. So that's all. My point is, you know. So anyway, I'm gonna say shalom, and hope this is a clear, edifying video, and you know, shalom.